Just to set the scene for everyone, this clip was shot on October 23rd, 2013 at approximately 6:10 p.m. in Bestburg, Michigan. This clip was shot using the Vantage AC5X action camera by Wild Game Innovations. Right around 6 p.m., I had grunted a few times and looked up across the field to see this half a rack 3-point heading straight at me. I call it a half a rack because it would be a decent 6-point, but he must have broke one side off in a fight or on a rub or something like that. After coming straight at me, he got about 60 yards away, took 5 or 6 steps to my left, and then quickly back to the right and curled around to my right side. I didn't have a shot at him when he was in front of me, and then he stepped behind this big pine tree that you will see later in the video. He got behind that pine tree, and I had grunted 3 or 4 times, hoping that I could maybe get him to turn around to come back my way so I would have a shot at him. He did exactly that. After grunting 3 or 4 times, he curled around the tree a little bit more to my backside. Right about here, I thought about turning to my right because he had come down the trail that was about 15 yards behind my bow stand. The only problem was the way my harness was, I couldn't actually draw my bow back being tilted to the right like that. So I had to turn around, get my feet set to the left side of my tree. I couldn't really tell where he was at because the tree was still between me and him. Here you see me pull back, and I know at this angle it does look like I have a shot at him, but the way the tree was positioned to my body, I actually could not curl around the tree enough to get a shot at him. I think what happened was he saw me pull back, and he just didn't like it. Not seeing very many bucks so far this year, I figured I'd take a shot at this guy, but he never took enough. He never came enough down the trail for me to actually get a shot at him. So I let off, curled around the tree, hoping to get maybe another shot at him, but the way he was walking away from me, I just didn't have an angle to shoot at. I did try grunting a few times, hoping to get him to come back at me, but he just didn't want any of it. And there you see the big pine tree that he was actually behind. And little to my knowing, there's actually 2 does right behind that tree that once I'd given up hope that the buck was going to come back, I sat down and turned to my right, and they were both staring at me. And they didn't really like anything about the situation either. Here you hear me use my mad grunt, snort, wheeze call, hoping to get him to come back, but well, I hope you enjoyed the video. Be sure to like, comment, favorite, and I hope you all have a great night. Thanks.